Adjust those headphones, get locked in your gaming chair, get the caffeine flowing, and get ready for a Crosshair conversation with Chrissy. You ready to load in?
Hey you guys, welcome to Crosshair Conversations. I'm ChrissyHQ, and if you're new here, this is a podcast about tech, gaming, the online spaces, and everything between. I'm a live streamer on Twitch, on Kick. I do short form content on all platforms. So don't forget to subscribe, like, drop a comment down below at the end of this. Keep the conversation going. But today's topic is so exciting to me. And I know you're going to be like, wait a minute, how is this going to connect? Because today we're talking about the most expensive horses in the world. So we're throwing on our biggest hat, we're grabbing a mint julep, and we're headed on by Churchill Downs. Yes, we're talking about the tech that makes the Kentucky Derby the most quietly futuristic event on the calendars. You heard that. It's legendary, it's traditional, it's one of the most high-tech sporting events in the world. But not a lot of people know about this. So let's zoom in. The Kentucky Derby is apologies here. I made a mistake. The Kentucky Derby is 151 years old. And I said 149. Let's move on. So fingers crossed, I'm going to get there. It is the oldest continuously held sporting event in the U.S. Older than the World Series, the Super Bowl, the NBA. So yeah, it kind of has tradition on lock. It's old. But what most people don't realize is that how much innovation has crept into the space. See, the Derby isn't just about horses that are running around in a circle anymore. It's a $400 million ecosystem, and every year, the tech behind the scene gets crazier and wilder and just out of control sometimes. So, it's kind of like old school arcades and how they're adding next-gen consoles. Think about it that way. Now, starting off, let's talk about the horses. And I want to make this very clear. I think my love for the Kentucky Derby started because I have a huge love for all animals, and I'm just kind of competitive. The environment, the ambiance, all of it just screams me. But I do not condone the abuse of any animals that are in any sporting competitions, including the Kentucky Derby. So let's start there. Back to the animals. Back to the horses, the majestic, multi-million-dollar athletes. And yes, they are athletes. Just like the elite athletes in the NBA and the NHL, they've got wearables now. Yeah, the horses. So each horse wears a saddle cloth that is embedded with RFID chips. And some of them even have GPS tracking devices, either in the cloth or on their bridle. And this device feeds real-time data to a central system that monitors their position on track, monitors their stride frequency and their length, the speed, the acceleration, and even fatigue. And this data is then broadcasted to the race officials, the bettors, the analysts, and in some cases, you and me, the viewers. Yeah, we're literally turning our horses into like running, oh my gosh, I don't know the word, monitoring systems. Like they have Fitbits. It's crazy. They have Fitbits. Anyways, the kicker here is that the data can also alert veterinarians that are either on scene or off scene to potential injuries that can happen to these horses before it even happens. So it's not just for show, it's for safety too, and that's something I'm for. I think that's amazing. Now, if you thought that the tech stopped at the track, let's get to the money side of things. Let's talk about the money, because where there's betting, there's technology, and especially now. The Kentucky Derby generates $180 million in wagers. That is a lot of money flowing through apps, kiosks, and online platforms, and you know it. What's behind those platforms? AI. Today's betting apps use machine learning models that analyze everything from the weather to the jockey performance to a horse's mood on race day. Yes, even the horse's mood. And these models are built on decades of race data and thousands of different variables. Now, yes, you could sit there and take all of those in a notebook and figure it out for yourself, but we're in the age of AI. There's even apps now that are predicting user behavior analytics. So if you're always betting on long shots or placing risky bets, the app adjusts recommendations to match your vibe. We like that customization. It's thinking about you. But here's where it starts to get a little spooky, right? Some betting systems are using natural language processing from social media chatter. So if on Twitter there's a buzz about a horse named Lightning Dust, the odds might shift in real time. Let's say that that's trending, the odds might shift. I think that's wild. It's like Vegas is meeting the algorithm. Like fantasy football and Wall Street had a baby, it would look like this. So let's talk about the fans now, you and me. Whether we're sitting in the $50 seats or we're sipping champagne in Millionaire's Row, the Derby is doing fan engagement on a whole nother level. It has been crazy in the past, but let's start with broadcasting. NBC's coverage is now using 4K HDR drones, ultra slow-mo replays, and AI-enhanced graphics to overlay the stats in real time. Imagine this. You're watching it, a horse is speeding by on TV, and you see the data pop up like thunder blitz, 36 miles per hour, 21.3 foot stride. It's literally like an ESPN-style overlay, but for horses. And I think that's kind of cool. Kind of sick, right? Now, if you're at the Derby, the experience gets even crazier. VIP guests are getting access to augmented reality apps where they can point their phones straight at the track, and they get 3D views of the race, complete with like the horse bio, the past wins, the real-time stats, things like that. That's fun. Who doesn't like augmented reality already? And for the trainers and the staff, we're not leaving them out at all. They're testing AR smart glasses that show race data in real time. Imagine, you have your glasses on. You're looking at the horse, and you see live vitals and performance metrics pop up in real time. It's something straight out of Cyberpunk 2077, and if you've been here before, you know that I love that. I love Cyberpunk 2077. I love just the aspect of it, and it's here now. Real life, we're living like that, and I love it. I'm here for it. And on the topic of the future and technology that we didn't think we'd have yet, or we thought was just so far in the future, let's talk about green energy. Sustainability, right? Church Downs has taken a real step towards being more environmentally conscious. We're talking about solar panel installation. Big thing. LED lighting systems, smart irrigation and water usage systems, and even eco-friendly transportation options for the staff and for guests. And some of the food vendors at the Derby, they're now using zero waste prep models, and they plan to, in the future, reduce all single-use plastic across the venue. I think that's a moment that I'm excited for. I would love to see that. I love to go to events, I love to go to different spectacles, but I love it even more when it doesn't wreck our planet. And an event that draws 150,000 plus people, this is the kind of sustainability tech that really matters. So what are we taking away from this? What is the point? The Kentucky Derby is just proof that tradition and tech aren't opposites. They're teammates. This event is a cultural moment, yes, but it is also a case study on how technology can enhance, not erase, what we love about these live events. From horses being tracked like pro athletes and AI predicting betting to 4K drones bringing the thunder straight to your living room. This is not your great-grandmother's Derby anymore. It's not. It's changed. And I live for that blend of history and tech. It's like Southern glam, and I already said cyberpunk, but all of that wrapped up in one, and I love it. So that's a wrap on today's episode here at Crosshair Conversations. Hopefully that got some wheels turning, and maybe you even want to go place a little digital bet. Maybe. So hit that follow button, leave a review, and share that with your friends and the Derby diehards out there. Tag me over there on X and Threads if you guys see any high fashion Derby tech stuff like a LED hat, fascinator with some LEDs. I'm here for it. Again, you guys, I'm ChrissyHQ. Keep your minds open and your crosshairs locked, and I'll catch up with you guys for the next episode.